Hi, guys. It's Diane.Boerstler Henderson, aka the fairy godmother of Amazon or the hypnotic Amazon copywriter. And a really interesting thing has happened over the past few years on Amazon. Not only has Amazon become more complex in terms of striving way beyond titles and bullet points into, showing your auxiliary carousel first so that mobile optimization, especially with power copy on your images, is so important. They've also started providing more access to A plus, which otherwise known as EBC content, which has changed the game quite a bit, especially for people who are bootstrapping their way to launching their first or their fifth or their 10th product on Amazon, right? A lot of us run really lean companies. I know me personally, I have a lot of children and, I run my company pretty lean, less than 10%, margin on my end. It's like a website and, hosting and not even any marketing. Everything's word of mouth. So, um, so anyhow, I just wanted to come and, more than anything, encourage you to really consider what you need when you're selling on Amazon. The keyword there is selling, right? So you're competing against some really big brands. 5 years ago, a lot of the big brands weren't even on Amazon. They kind of poo pooed it and thought, okay, well, we already have success, and we're in, brick and mortar. And so we don't need to sell on Amazon. And over the past few years, competition has become incredibly steep. And I'm not saying this to discourage you. In fact, just the opposite. I really truly still believe, just like I did when I first started crafting hypnotic sales copy well over a decade ago and sales funnels and helping people launch, over 4,000 people launch their dreams now. I really do believe that good products and good families and good people deserve a fighting chance, whether that's on Amazon, in a sales funnel, brick and mortar, small communities. I truly believe that if you're doing something that's good for everybody, then you deserve a fighting chance to, outrank and outsell those big brands that really don't know their customers' faces or names, right? So, again, this is just a message of encouragement, and also just a really quick rundown. We've made some changes on the website. We being me, I still run all of my own sales funnels. It's actually 11:34 p.m. Pacific Standard Time right now. That's Seattle, Los Angeles time, and I just finished up this one yet again. So I wanted to give you a quick rundown. So this way it'll make it really fast and easy for you. Okay. So obviously you have, the basic things that we do up here. And when I say we, it's me and, project management. And that means you work directly with me still, but that's someone on my back end, kind of like an assistant who makes sure that everything's getting done on time and everything gets where it needs to go. Right. And then of course I curated sales trained, a hand selected team of amazing graphic designers who create a really incredible scroll stopping A plus content. And of course, those mesmerizing carousel images to get people to stop when they're on their mobile phones and actually look at the words that are on your images, right? Because that's what's going to pre-sell your product with the 48% of people who are searching for mobile. Anyhow, quick website tour. For anybody who wants to see how we do it, there's a free mini training and templates right there. This is my story and essentially why I do what I do. I come from a long line of entrepreneurs. My family were immigrants just a few generations ago, and they came here starting a business looking for a better life. And my grandparents followed suit, and my parents followed suit. And so now I just really focus on helping busy parents and people who want to retire, and those young passionate entrepreneurs, that keep all of our fires fueled, to launch on e-commerce and do so successfully against large brands, right? So it's my story. You can read the whole thing about like the first clients I helped and how it really motivated and uplifted me, and why like Will and Dave and Katarina and Ryan, how they kind of all came to me around the same time when I was just the hypnotic I was just a hypnotic sales copywriter. And I realized that Amazon was one of the fastest and easiest ships to launch for the groups of people I really wanted to help to achieve success. And so I, I've been focused on sales now, for more than a decade, not just on Amazon, but across the board. There's some fun little testimonials. You can go and read those, right? There's our stats. I mean, obviously 97% success rate. Yeah, most other sales copywriters and strategists achieve a 50% success rate. So we still think that's pretty amazing. A lot of it has to do with how hard we work for it. We watch all of our competitors and what they do, and not what they're doing in terms of marketing their businesses, but we're constantly on the cutting edge. We also work with a lot of 8-figure sellers who adore us. And so they tell us what they're doing, and they know that we're going to pass it along to people who are just launching, but they realize they were once there too. So no matter where you're at on your journey, whether you're just launching your first or your fifth or your 10th product, or you've grown a brand that's, consciously created that you really care about, um, you know, a, we believe a rising tide lifts all boats, right? So we're 100% transparent. That's why we provide the free training for people who maybe can't, who are bootstrapping and maybe can't afford right away to get, the best of the best, right? There's some great testimonials, 8 figures, under 30 days, 7 figures. Obviously, there's a lot of factors involved with that. We do have a 10x guarantee, which is 10x on what you invest with us, right? Then you have these great listings. And then if you want more inspiration, there's some, like when we reoptimized a listing that hit $18,000 extra per month per product, right? That one was already optimized. There's one double conversion rate to 45%. There's some more people in love with what we do. We're in love with what we do still, obviously, after 10 years. Um, and 10x revenue guarantee, and then frequently answer questions. The other two biggest things I want to point out is, you can contact me through the help desk. That is me responding to you via the help desk. I work one-on-one with my clients. I don't believe in passing you off to a VA who doesn't fully understand your product, who doesn't care about your positioning, and who really doesn't care about, like, they love their job, I'm sure, but a lot of the agencies, we're not an agency, but a lot of agencies out there are really big on funneling through clients, right? And they have a much lower success rate because they don't really care. We do really care. That's my actual cell phone number. And I actually manage the help desk. And I do have a project assistant who will tell me if there's an urgent need on the help desk while I'm writing. So if I need to be interrupted, then that's not a problem. But otherwise, you can text me in the USA. I know that seems really old fashioned to a lot of people, but I don't I realized a long time ago that I didn't want to run a big agency. I didn't want that distance between me and my clients because I really care about launching their dreams, right? That's why I started doing this. This was the fastest pathway for me to help other people launch their dreams, because Amazon and e-commerce, they're already pre-built platforms, right? And a lot of traffic is a lot easier to generate online than it is to get foot traffic in your store. Although I do some brick and mortar stuff just to keep it real, and because I just love to do that stuff. So anyhow, if you want to get a taste of what we do, you're welcome to check out the training. And otherwise, I welcome questions at all times. There's no question too silly. And you can ask around about who we are. There's, top sellers who are in number 1, 2, and 3 positions in terms of private label sellers globally, who still come back to us after, 5+ years. And who, outrank everybody else in competitions. And then, there are people who we've just been with for 6 months, who we've helped launch a few products, and they're just now getting a taste of that success. So we do welcome questions, and I hope no matter what, you keep believing in what you're doing and keep believing in your why. And I wish you an amazing evening and rest of Q1 2022. Have a great night.